สวัสดีครับ Welcome back to study, learn about Vinaya in Buddhism. So before we start our class, I would like to invite all of you. We do respect to the triple gem in the afternoon section. Okay. Actually, in our culture, before we start our class, and we do homage chanting respect to the Buddha. So may I invite you all to together for the chanting together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagavan Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivade Soang Kanto Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasa Subhadipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sanghang Nama Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Have respect to the triple gem and welcome back to our class. So hope everyone doing good on this day. The situation in Chiang Mai right now is not very good. Air quality, the air quality is real very bad now. So mostly people not they will stay in the house because the fire around in they burn everywhere in Myanmar, Thailand, in Laos as well, and yeah, that's why a lot of smoke and cover in the northern of Thailand. The air quality is very bad now. Okay, so to stay in home, stay in your room will be better, and with the air with the air purifier, that will be better. Okay. Hope everyone doing good on this day. Any updates, news, anything from your country? Every countries that you live is a normal or something. Some big issue happen in Thailand. We just got recently. There's a news that happened from recently that a big is a big top town is like big news for Thai people. One is the foreigner, Kramer. Moment, please. Sorry. Uh, Hey, back 3 minutes. Okay, welcome back. We talk about the news that any update news. Every time we start, before we start our class, I will share. I will let everyone share about the news because every situation, every problem that happened to country, whatever in Thailand or other country, will concern with the five precepts. Yeah. Very basic experimental for people to follow. But when people are not follow the precept, that's where a lot of problem. Uh-huh. So first news that is quite big news is the guy um from Europe. I think he kicked nurse in Phuket. Uh-huh. So there are two girls. One of them is a nurse, and uh, yeah, not nurse. She is a doctor of medicine doctor. So on the Makapucha, they just like walk around in the beach, okay? Walk around the beach, and then they just sit down on the stair, which is in the pool villa in the Phuket Island. So they're sitting there, and then he just came across there. He just kicked the doctor from there, okay? So that is the big news because um I think this is kind of like because different people from different corner of the world, and that's why this situation happened. Okay, but actually, according to the Buddhist teaching, we can just first. I mean, we don't need to harm the other people. First, we can talk with them nicely, and if we don't want them to stay in our area, whatever, just inform them that oh, this is not allow you to sit, whatever. Even in the temple as well, there are many temples in Chiang Mai that sometimes foreigners that come to visit Thailand and they don't know about the stupa or the pagodas area that they're not allowed to climbing up. Okay, and many times the foreigners just climb up there for photo, good photo, something like that. So yeah, even some area there's no size. So uh, if something happen like this, we should go to tell them, him or her, in appropriate, uh, talk in nicely. Okay, like in my temple, what Sundal in Chiang Mai. Also, we have the beautiful pagoda, and actually before that, there's tourists when they came to visit the temple, right? They didn't know that oh, there's no sign written down that you shouldn't climb up. So sometimes they climbing up and then they take a photo there. So we try to tell them that okay, we're not allowed to climb up something like this. Okay, and some other place in our country, sometimes because Thai people we are not only the based on Buddhism, but because most of the Thai people also concerned with spiritual spirit. They also believe about the holy area, holy places, something like that. If you come to Thailand, of course, you can see the spirit house. And the spirit house is house for the spirit to stay inside. Mostly people will offer some food and drink in the morning as well. This is the first news that happened to Thailand, and now I think the immigration and the law of the immigration, they maybe cut his visa, so they're not allow visa uh, to stay in Thailand anymore. Second news that is quite big news. This has happened by quite live violence. Um, they are fighting, not with any other weapon, but they are fighting hands. Okay. Uh, it's happened between Thai lady boys and Philippine lady boys. That they are fighting in Sukhumvit. That's become big news as well. So as the Buddhist country, as the monks, so something happened like this. We hope that actually, today we're going to talk about the precept number 4, right? Our speaking also can speak to let other people do good, as well as when we speaking something, when we speak or the speaking that um, we produce our utterance, it could cause any problem to other people as well. As you know that there are many hate speech in internet. That is one of the thing. And this group of Thai ladyboys and Philippines, the ladyboys, they are fighting because I think because speaking, because the word that try to speaking maybe some miss. Uh, I think probably some hate or whatever. Like as normal people, they do that. So that is cause a problem. And then I'm not sure now, but we are the honors of the country. So we don't want any situation violence what is happen. Okay, that's the big news from Thailand, and I think for the north it will be big news for us about the Thai. In north area is the air quality is very bad now. If you uh plan to come to Chiang Mai this time, I think it's not good to come here. Okay, so many people they move down to the south of Thailand in Phuket, in other islands of Thailand. That would be the better. The weather will be better. Okay, that is a news from me. And then anyone else from other country would you like to share some news or some situation which is concerned with the 5 precepts? You can share and you can share some news. And
I have a question
oh yeah,
regarding the weather in Chiang Mai.
yes.
Um, when is the weather going to change? Normally, so in from your experience.
Actually, every year the climate is going to change around the end of February, and the climate it will getting hot, like hot in the mid of March. But this year, the summer start very soon in February. I think the last week of February, so that's why a lot of people burn maybe farming and also burn the forest. They are enjoy burning, but they are suffering from breathing.
Mhm.
So let's start from now. March, April. If we are lucky, then before Songkran festival, there will raining. Some storm is coming in this time, so it can help us to clean up the air. But we don't know in this year. And actually, we start until April, May, and last June rain going to start. Like every
Okay.
year, It will change.
Okay, because I'm coming in June, so I hope the weather is
In,
going to be better.
in June, yes, in June, because some rain start from the mid of April. So I hope this year June will be the air cool, the weather will be better.
Okay,
June,
sounds good.
July, yeah, June, July will be green everywhere. It's very good for breathing. It's a circle of life.
Yeah,
Every year, everyone suffer from smoke.
yeah, I'm going to come in June and July. Yeah,
Okay, welcome. You just
thank
come to visit or come for any other purpose?
you for ordination, short ordination.
Oh, okay, nice to hear that.
Yeah,
In where is it?
I monastery.
Mm. So, temple that you're going to ordain?
Yeah,
Mm. Mm. Okay.
staying with
Okay.
staying in I monastery with around Luang Pin Along Chai, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, sir. Great. Nice to hear that. Okay. Okay, what about the other? Is there any news that from your country which is concerned with the five preserve or any situation that you would like to share before we start our presentation? In the theory that I'm going to share for you, that is kind of theory that from the teaching of the Buddha. But I think in our daily life, so many situations which is concerned, always concerned with the five preserve. Yeah. So is if anyone want to share something. What about หลวงพี่ from three of หลวงพี่ um everything normal there, right? What about the air
Hello,
condition?
Lumpy.
Yes, air.
Now, I don't really review the news much, but I can tell you what we've done.
Yeah.
We participated in the 10,000 monk Alm round in Korat. I think it was last Saturday. It was quite a beautiful experience. Other than that, there's been plenty of meditating and well, here we are.
Okay, nice to hear that. So, from 6th, 7th, and 8th last night, the Indian they just they brought relics up. They brought the relics from India to Chiang Mai, and 3 days in Chiang Mai. So today they moved to Isan, northeast of Thailand, probably in Ubon Ratchathani. I'm not sure about that, but they uh, the relics, the ashes of their Arahanta to the for the northeast people to show respect for that. Okay, thank you for information from you from the northeast in Korat. What about the other? You would like to share some thing from Singapore? From how about Singapore? The air no air pollution there, right?
พี่นมัสการค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Kim just came back from Thailand yesterday.
Oh, really? From which part of
Yeah.
Thailand?
Kim went to Bangkok. Kim went to join Makapucha and stay on to visit my friends. Yeah, and something very obvious that I landed at Singapore airport and the traffic was unusually high. And my niece reminded me it's because of Taylor Swift in Singapore. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing some story for us as well. Yes. Okay. If anyone want to share, then you can share to us later. Okay, from beginning that we start very simple about the five precepts. Now the five precepts. And last time we I share about the precept number 3, right? Precept number 3, which is I think the precept number 3 It's always news on television, on YouTube, and in social medias. Okay, in social medias that people always get problem with this precept. I think this is not only happen only in Thailand, but also happen around the world. That people always yeah, so many people break this rule, and that's caused a lot of problem follow up. Okay, so as a monks and as a Buddhist lay people, we will try our best to share people to realize and understand about the impact as well as the profit. Oh, sorry, the benefits of uh, observing or following the five precepts. Which is this one. Five precepts is kind of like common for Buddhists, but I think from other religion probably they have some kind of similar for us as well. So if every human beings, everyone follow and practice that, we will help us to reduce our society's problem too. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the precept number 4. What is the precept number 4 talk about? Does anyone know about that?
That would be, I believe, the precept about false speech.
Thank you. Yeah, that is a false speech. Or lying, right? Lying speech. Something is not true. So that is one of the cause problem happen to our society. Precept number 4 is a false speech. False. Okay, false speech that people we should practice. We should practice. But yeah, now there are many people suffer from the livelihood. I mean, because one of the problem that people suffer because the in Thai we call michaship, or how to call in English. Is anyone can help me to think about that word? Michaship. I forgot that word. Is there anyone know about that? มิจฉาชีพมีใครมิจฉาชีพคืออะไรนะสมบูรณ์ช่วยพระอาจารย์หน่อยสิมิช อ๋อ scammer ใช่ไหม scammer okay sorry scammer there are a lot of people in Thailand that scammer try to took their money from the bank. So now if somebody call you without it's not record in your phone, right? And the number, sometimes they just call to talk with you and fill sentence, and they know your information. They know about your name, your ID card. They know everything about you. So I think someone sell our information, private information to the scammer. Especially they work on the border of Thailand, and many people lost million, 2 million, sometimes 100,000, 200,000 like that. Recently, that I think one of family they just suicide because their all the money in the banks just gone a few minutes. It's gone like that. So I think they create bad karma. Probably the bad karma will the result could show the result badly to them as well. But we don't know that this is the revenge from the past life, or maybe now is the new karma for them. However, when they call to people, they try to they try to lie. They try to lie that I'm calling from the investigation police, or I come from the light organization, government, governor, something like this. A lot of people, they just worry about that. That's why they feel information. And that is one of the problems, that people try to cheating each other by lying a lot in the real life. Yeah, of course that the person who got money, they will be happy for to get more money, but the people who lost money, they will suffer, because sometimes they need they need money to support their daily life, children, whatever. So this is one of the problem that happen because the lying, because the false speech, because the action of humans that they don't conduct about the morality. Okay, I think this is not only problem in Thailand, but also in problem in other countries as well. I mentioned about, as I mentioned about uh, the story, some news, something that happened to our life at the present time, that many problems happen because people didn't follow, didn't observe the precept. Okay, so as the definitions of Musavada Veramani, as you know, that is a refraining from false speech, or from lying, from lying, or from uh, uh, talk something is not true. That is one other thing. The importance of truthfulness in Buddhism. Okay, so we will talk about the essential for personal growth and spiritual development. This is kind of like building or create some trust, or helping yourself to 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 make yourself or the other people trust, as well as the other uh, country, other people that maybe it's not, they're not knowing you, that will trust whatever you say. Okay, so even in the Buddha time, also um, there are so many stories talk about concern with the precept number 4. And when you know, as in the Buddha time, when some monk did some mistake, someone did some, uh, when they break the rules, right? And when the Buddha investigate, and when the Buddha investigated the monks, or the monks supposed to say it truly. But now, the situation is changed, so sometimes we also have some problem with this as well. So in order to cultivate the goodness of trustfulness, that we need to do in order for respect and spiritual development. Mhm. If someone that didn't care about this, they will lost trust. When you lost trust, then sometimes like I think some of you probably can fix this problem. Like your friends or some people that you know you, and they come for borrowing, or borrow money from you, and they promise that, okay, on Friday I will return to you exactly. But when turn to on Friday, and they just silence. Is anyone, have you ever experienced like this? No one that never experienced like this. Is there anyone here that you never experienced like this? Everyone, right, used to experience like this. Even me, a monk. They think that a monk live in the temple only, and they don't need to pay taxi fee. They don't need to pay anything else. So monk, probably when people donate, monk can keep money for that. So so many my friend, there are there are many friends of mine. They call and then, hi Jolie, can I borrow you 3,000, and then I will return to you. I keep for them borrow, but they didn't return as well. So if we don't practice about the trust, the trust, or um, we didn't keep promise. That the second time he will be suffer. He cannot go to. He can lie to me. He can lie to the other, but finally, no one. He will lost trust. So that is one of the problem. That's why we mentioned about how to cultivate the trust, the trustfulness, and the spiritual, even not spiritual for yourself only, but also the spiritual in your community as well. The purpose of the teaching of precept number 4, okay, to explore and significant truthfulness speech in Buddhist practice. Okay, as I mentioned that in Buddhism, Buddha also proposed some principle for people how to speak, okay, how to talk to the other, and how to speak in order to make people are happy and free from suffering as well. So this will be the ends that I'm going to show for you. Oh, it doesn't move. So the definitions of false speech. What kind of speech that we can consider as false speech? That mention that any form of speech that is deceptive, okay, misleading or untrue. It the purpose that everyone aim to share something, and that is not true. Type of false speech, whatever lying, deceit, gossip, slander, or exaggerations. This example that all these things is we also consider as a precept number 4. The impact of false speech. Okay, so what else that it could cause problem or something to people? Yes, so this is can causes harm, breaks trust, okay, and creates a negative karma. Of course, that if we our lie or anyone not practice and not observe this rule, and that's when they will get some kind of the feedback of the karma as well. Okay, this is kind of like the definition and the type of speech. Okay, the type of speech that as I mentioned at the beginning, that this is talk about the precept number 4. The fourth precept in daily life. Okay, the fourth precept in daily life. They said that lying to avoid consequences, spreading rumors and deceiving others as well. This is example of false speech in daily life. Okay, in daily life, sometimes you know that now in our daily lives, many news that even in social media, or sometime your friend, or sometime on Facebook, Live, Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever. Even as I mentioned about a scammer in as I made like they come from light, beautiful profile. Even a Buddhist, they also in Thailand, like some people they just set up the Facebook page, and then the Facebook profile they take some other photo to create, and then they said that why this guy is a donor to support Buddhism, and he donate a lot of money to support temples, support people, and give to the poor people. So he has like the scammer just take the photo from other Facebook, right, and then just do that. So this is one of the problem. Even in my university, many staff they also suffer from this as well. And you know, I kind of like even the temple, even the monk. Sometimes some people, they said that I will collect money to help you to support, build a temple or build, establish the meditation hall, whatever. And like we're setting up that this is time that we're going to start our ceremony. On that day, that person so called to my friend, my friend, he's a monk, he's the abbot, and said that, oh, I, we are bringing money to you, but now our car is broken, so we need to fix it first. So we cannot take all this money that we are going to donate for you. So what we're going to do for you is, uh, our money, we have some problem to withdraw money as well. So could you like talk to them about that? Could you transfer like 3,000 baht for fixing car first, something like that? This is happen always, okay? And next one, like it how the fourth process can be applied, okay, in our daily life, by speaking. So we should, okay, speaking truthfully in all situations, even when it is difficult. Okay, this is like it can help us to observe and protect, or this bad karma that which is well caught by lying, whatever. Benefits of practicing truthful speech. Okay, they said that if we observe, we build, then we practice, then this is one of the things that will cultivate trust in ourselves. uh, First, you trust yourself as well as the other people around you or your friends or other, people. They will trust if you, you speak and you keep what you said. Okay, you keep what you said, or like how to say that my word is my bone, right? My words is my bone. In Thai, we say that, uh, ham Satya Vaja, Satya Vaja, that you speak and you have to keep follow that. Okay, and then, strengthens relations. Okay, strength. You can cultivate more relation with other people, and they can trust you by because you practice about the fourth precept. And then what else that you can do is to promote harmony. Okay, so a person who observe like this, you see that a lot of benefit will happen to him, and people will trust. Now we turn to the comics consequences of false speech. If a person not observe precept number 4 or musavata, okay, the comics or the karma, there will be effect after they break the rules. So first, the explanation of karma in Buddhism. Karma in Buddhism, as you know, that this is the law of nature. It's a law of action and reaction. That's all. So, uh, the law of cause and effect, and there's a cause and there's effect. There's a action, so there's a reaction. That's the teaching of the Buddha. Talk about the karmic role. Okay, as I mentioned before, that our life is not concerned only the law of karma, but also the law of physics, the law of psychic, the law of, else the law of, nature. So we are under control of this law. Okay. So this is the first one. Talk about the karma in Buddhism. That's a cause and effect, action and reaction. So whatever we have done, we have to prepare our mind to receive that. Even we prepare our mind or not prepare our mind to receive the result, it will automatic a return or react to you exactly, but it depends on it depends on situation. It depends on situation. Okay. Number 2, how false speech contributes to negative karma. Okay, so false speech will create negative energy. Negative energy is start from first one is start from our thought. Okay, because we have intention to lie, so that's we call it negative energy, and then will create suffering. Okay, will create suffering exactly to a person who are not observe precept. Number 4, musavata, always musavata. That's other suffering as well. Like as I mentioned before, if your friend come to borrow your money and promise to you that it will return to you soon or in this date, whatever, but in that day they just silence and they didn't give. So second time, if they come again to borrow your money, will you let him to borrow your money, or you just say no? Or what are you going to do if you be a monk? As a monk, did you, well, like Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha 3 times and then say no, or you just give another chance for him to borrow second one? What about you, you 2 months, 3 months of you?
about borrow money ใช่ไหมครับอาจารย์ไป
Yes,
นั่นแหละ
yes.
อ๋อ
Borrow money first time, promise to return to you, but he didn't return. Just keep silence. Second time, he got a problem again. He come again. Oh, Pante, Long please give me another 1,000. I will return on Friday or maybe on Thursday. Will you, as a monk, will give him money, or what are you going to do?
if he lie I
First,
won't give him ครับ but
you
if it's very urgent, if it's very important, so I will consider ครับ
okay, so you will think about that, right? As loving kindness, as a monk, we practice compassion, loving kindness.
ครับ
Difficult for us. Okay. What about lay people? What are you going to do if your friend or relatives borrow your money and they didn't return to you, and they come again second time? Do you allow to give them the money, or just say no? We, we don't know for the lay people. Anyone want to share? Kim, you want to share?
So Kim just wonder if already we kind of notice that the person is not sincere in the first time.
Yeah.
So by allowing to borrow again second time, are we like promoting the person to do bad? So in this consideration, Kim will not give. But Kim ever heard that one Loki sharing that we should be helping our relatives. So if the person is really our relative and I know him well or know her well enough, so I will still give.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's practice about loving kindness as well.
Yeah.
If that person is our relative, yes. Okay, so like if the person didn't observe the precept, and then first time maybe he get, a second time maybe less chance to get another thing from that person, and if he always lie to people, finally he himself will suffer because no one trusts him about that. Okay, and then the next one is importance of avoiding negative karma through truth, truthfulness. Okay, truthful speech. So they said that leads to the positive outcome and spiritual progress. This is a kind of like, as I mentioned, that whatever when we practice about observing the precept, number 4, or keep your word, that is very important, because you may suffer from this time, but next time, if you are the trust person, people always they want to help you as well. I heard a story from the YouTube, like the people that they 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 drop some coins of money to homeless people, and later on the but at that time that because the accident, her ring just like lost from her finger and then just dropped to the glass of the homeless. Finally, the homeless actually that ring is made by like the ring for merit. Okay, so actually the homeless could take that to sell in the diamond shop and then get a lot of money, but finally because the trust of himself, so he returned to the girl, and even the girl didn't have much money, but the girl post this story on the social media. A lot of people donate a lot of money to him. This is the kind of like the result when you have trust and you keep trust yourself and didn't harm the other people. Okay. Building trust through truthful speech. Okay. And first, they said that very important of trust in relationships. Okay. This is we just talked before that. This is the fundamental. This is the foundation of healthy relationship and communities. Okay, communities of yourself, from you to your friend, you to your relatives and country as well. This is very important for. What else that we can do? How trustful space build trust. This is that demonstrate honesty and then integrity and reliabilities. All these things is a kind of we call morality, or the kind of quality of the mind that people like us should contain in our mind in order to get the benefits of trust of people and we call positive energy, good karma. The example how trust is damaged by false speech. There's a betrayal, broken promise, and deceitful behavior. As I mentioned, the person who broke the rule, finally, he himself will suffer because his action, his behavior. Okay. Harmony and understanding. How trustful speech contributes. Okay. Contribute to harmonies. There's a foster mutual respect and understanding. And this is the first one that a trustful space contribute to kind of harmony and then peaceful living together by not worry, not scare. All these things happen because the trust that we cultivate in ourselves. The importance of clear and honest communication. Okay, this is the that prevents misunderstanding and conflicts. This is the thing that, as you know, right now in Europe and in Western, I think, because the speech of some people, they do that. That's why I saw many ancient people was on the YouTube that they was destroyed, or how to say that, there was not destroyed, but they get hurt from the white people, and they try to like hate each other like that, and sometimes they harm the oldest people, the senior people as well. Last time I just saw some news on the line that one senior citizen from the US, he said that he will move back to stay in his hometown, because he feels not safe in the country as well. That is the speech that could lead people to hate each other. When we turn back to the teaching of Buddha about one family, one unity, one nation, kind of like that. So we are different speaking, culture, hair, skin, whatever, but we are same human being. Okay, we are same human being. Whatever we speak different, but we all human being. We need good life and we hate bad life. If people realize and understand like this, then we don't need to harm the other. We don't need to kill the other. We need to do some bad karma to the other people, because they are also a human being. They need good life. They need to stay in good life as well. But if human being not understand each other and they try to clinging on the nation as the barrier separate people from like ancient people, African people, European people, Western people. That's one of the problems. Well, the other problem that happened to religion, now you see that we have so many, we have a majority, 4 or 5 majority religions, and sometimes the religions are conflict, the people also conflict and killing, burning each other. That is one of the problems, that people try to clicking on the name of religion, forget about the human being as well. As my master mentioned about the sugar, I think I did mention it before, right? Sugar in Thailand we call namtan, and in Myanmar they call taja. So sugar in every country, even name is different, but the taste of sugar never change. If I ask you that, can you describe sugar? It's difficult to describe the sweet of sugar. But if you taste sugar, I taste sugar, we got the same taste. That is the taste of sweet, right? So the religion that we practice should be the taste of peaceful and the taste of human being. We should realize and understand each other. Okay, so that is prevents about misunderstanding and conflict by observing precept number 4. How false speech can lead to misunderstanding and conflicts. Yes, of course, create a lot of confusion and mistrust and fighting. Finally, war. Even you see a lot of country example that because sometimes only a simple thing that they try to lie each other and try to create a lot of problem. Finally, we got bomb killing each other, and we forget about we clinging on our nation, but we forget about human beings. A lot of people suffer from this as well. Practice the fourth precept. Okay, practice the fourth precept. First one, the strategy for practicing truthful speech. They said that mindfulness, self-reflection, and compassionate communication. This is very important about mindfulness. When we practice in Buddhism, we practice we practice meditation. The first thing that very important, that is mindfulness, or sati in Thai. Okay, sati very important, because no one knows that when you are going to be happy, feel good, feel bad, or feel angry. You yourself know about that, right? So sati is one of the one that realize sati sampachañña. Sati คือความระลึกได้ sampachañña คือความรู้ตัว sati means recover, or kind of like um, just back up you from the situation that you're facing. And sampachanya means you are kind of like sampachanya, like awareness or awakening, right? So this kind of like help you to protect yourself first. And then before you speak any bad word, any word that destroy other people, is very important that you have to mindfully speak to that person. Then compare that our speaking just like a knife, swan, or swan, yeah, knife or swan. That our words, our speaking like a knife. That's a sharp, and then or like swan ใช่ไหมดาบ it's a kind of weapon. Okay, so when we speak very bad words, some words that destroy other feeling, other people suffer. The Buddha also mentioned that this is a kind of our speaking is a kind of weapon that kill the other people without scar. Do you make sense what I'm talking? If you use a knife to cut the hand, it will show a scar, right? But our word, when we speak to the other people, just like the knife that killed the other people without scar, like that. I don't know how to say in English, but I try to make you understand that. So mindfulness very important when we practice meditations. When we practice meditation, mindfulness is very important to felt and to realize to aware when you practice meditation. Okay, this is one of the things that we need to practice. Okay, and then overcome challenges in how's that? Oh, practicing the fourth precept. Okay, cultivating patient understanding and forgiveness. Cultivating patience. This is one of the important tools. If mindfulness we cultivate, we already built, we already cultivate, then the other thing is to cultivate your patience. Be patient, patient, patient. It's very important. Okay, because every time in daily life, especially people they have partner or couple, wife or maybe husband, blah 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 all the time. In mindfulness, very important on that. And then cultivate patience. Patience can help you, can help you like control your mind and calm down as well. Understanding and forgiveness. Forgiveness also very important. Happiness, it is not only to gain to get, but also to give and to forgive as well. Forgiveness. Balance of our life, living truthfully, peaceful the mind. Yeah, of course. If we practice this one, the result outcome will share the peaceful of mind, inner satisfaction, and then positive impact on the other as well. A person who have trust or they are mindfulness, they are very peaceful mind. This is kind of like aura that spread to the other people will receive that. You can walk in the street, the market, wherever you meet people, right? So that's it can like how to say it? You can realize that this person is kind of like angry person or this person is kind of like is jealousy people like that. So a lot of people in the street that we can in our real life or situation we fix about that. Personal integrity and ethical conduct. How trust, how truthful speech enhances personal integrity. Let's say that build self-respect or cultivate self-respect and self-confidence. Okay, this is I think everyone know about that. That this is one of the things. Support yourself to be a good person, to be a trust person, and to be a person that other will respect you. Relationship between truthfulness, truthful speech, and ethical conduct. Integral parts of Noble Eightfold Path. So the Noble Eightfold Path, Sammavaja. Sammavaja is the right speech. Also mention the Eightfold Path about how to speak something that is right and not hurt the other people. And then the last one, rule of the fourth precept in Noble Eightfold Path. This is essential for cultivating wisdom and compassion. You see, actually, we talk about Musavata is very short word, but when we practice in detail about the Buddhist teaching, it will go deeply. Not keep deeply, but go deeply as well. Okay. Uh, is everyone follow me, or I speak only one? You fall asleep. Thank you. So I just checked that you are following me. Next, the fourth precept in Buddhist teaching. Okay, quotes from the Buddha scripture on truth speech, teaching of the Buddha and the Buddhist master. This is one I will give more detail after that. Okay, I have some principle from the Buddha teaching share for you. Lily ไม่ได้ไปไหนใช่ไหมไปหรอ Okay, I will take for 3 minutes break and I will come back. Okay, before we continue. ธรรมของวัดสวนดอกสวัสดีครับ coming back okay we talk about the four precepts in Buddhist teaching first one I will share you later okay actually there's a story in the Buddhist literature as well. The Buddhist literature talk about the precept number 4 about the princess and the prince and princess. They light, light. They practice about it, the fourth precept, and that's why a lot of people in the town, in the city, give a respect to them. Guidance from the Buddhist teacher. Okay, this one, as I mentioned at the beginning, that some of actually the Buddha's teaching will be the beginning, and then the master will carry on to propagate the teaching of the Buddha. Okay. So this one, I think every master that you go to the temple, then they will share some kind of how to practice in daily life. Mindfulness in space. As I mentioned at the beginning, that mindfulness is very important. Mindfulness is kind of my quality that we need to cultivate, because when we can I share like example of computer. If you use a computer, you should have antivirus. The antivirus, it will try to block the virus that probably come from the website that we serve for. So the antivirus will be automatically block the virus. So same as our mindfulness. Whenever some bad word, something that is not good for the mind, is not good for to hear, so our mindfulness will help us to screen of that. So as I mentioned before, that mindfulness and patience very important as well. Okay, being aware about the mindfulness in our words. So they also compare that our speaking over just like the bullet of the gun. Bullet, when the bullet just run out from the gun and kill somebody, die, you cannot say that, oh, I'm sorry, because he already passed away. Our words at the same thing. Whenever we say some word, maybe it's very bad word and to hurt the other people already, and they already heard from you what you say. You cannot just go there and, oh, I'm sorry, because it's not my intention. So that's why they said that we have to intention mindful before we need to speak something to the other people. If that words that say to other people and hurt them, so we no need to say. Just be patient, and that's all. The importance of being mindful of our words. They say that prevent harmful speech and promote positive communication. Of course, that this is very useful for a person who practice about this. Practicing love and kindness, metta in speech. What are we going to do? Speaking with kindness, compassion, and understanding. This is very important to mother, father, and the abbot to talk to the monks or talk to children that have to practice and have to follow. Because if you talk to someone else with your loving kindness, that could not harm the other people and could cultivate something with the other. When you how to say, when you blame some people with your true heart, you want want him or her to improve her characters or be better. So a kind of speaking like this we call speaking with kindness. Even like sometimes that person did something very stupid, but in order to say that, oh, you did stupid thing, we don't say that. We say that, oh, you did something it's not good or it's not wise, something like that, in indirect way like that. Okay, and compassion, understanding, cultivate. Oh, sorry, cultivating truthfulness in communication. Okay, so we need to practice honesty, integrity, and authenticity. Okay, self-reflection awareness to understand impact our words and ourselves and others. Okay, and making conscious effort to be honest in all communication. Be patient, be mindfulness before speak every word from our mouth. That is the thing, and that is the teaching of the Buddha that led people to practice. Real life example of truthful speech. I think this one, actually, I want you to just think about that in your real life. You facing some other problem with precept number 4. So actually, I want to ask you about a story that you maybe is concerned with you. Like, yeah, everyone we have story, maybe honesty or integrity that you used to meet a person and you learn from that. And everyone, I think that you used to uh, experience like this positive effects and on relationship and society. And the other one, like your individual, that you try to practice about this in order to cultivate truthfulness to yourself and your family or your society. So what about the challenges in practicing truthful speech? This is that first time, the temptation to lie. Okay, so the common challenges in practicing in the 4th precept: temptation to lie, fear of consequences, and social pressure. This kind of factor, it could lead you to break the rule number 4, but temptation, but as a mindfulness and be patient can help you a lot about this. And the strategies of overcoming these challenging: cultivating mindfulness, honesty, and moral courage. Importance of perseverance in cultivating truth speech. Okay, so the commitment of ethical conduct and personal growth. So actually, it's very important in you yourself that you need to cultivate and build it up by yourself. The benefits of truthfulness, okay? For personal benefits and speaking truthfulness, they said that peaceful of the mind, self-respect, and positive self-image. For social benefit of truthfulness, communication, what else? Cultivate trust, fostering harmonious and relationship, and then creating supportive community. That's of course that it will be outcome that you practice about the precept number 4. Spiritual benefit of practicing the 4th precept: progress on the path of enlightenment and liberation from suffering in the ultimate goal in Buddhist way. In conclusion, okay, living by the 4th precept, they said that the key recap for the key main parts of precept number 4: important or truthful speech in Buddhism. Very important for that. The importance of incorporation or cooperating with the 4th precept in daily life. Personal growth, spiritual development, that's we need to start step by step. We need to start step by step. Invitation to practice truthful speech, okay, a personal transformation and social harmony. So what about the components of breaking the rule? Number 4, or lying. Number 1, they said ataya. Okay, sorry, atatang, atatang. So number 1, that is not the real story. Okay, if that you're going to speak to someone else, it's not real story. Number 2, visang và thanachitang. It means you have the mind, or you want to, you really want to talk, you really want to say. And then tachacho vayamo, you try to speak from your mind. And 4th, okay, parasa tata vichanang, and the people who listen from your speaking, they understand about the speaking or the sentence that you speak. This is we call the four components of people who consider if you broke the rule or not broke the rule. So number one, that is not real story, not true. Second, you have intention, you try to speak and you speak, and people understand the message that you send to them. This is broken rule number four. The Buddha's teaching about speech, he mentioned that do not speak falsely, destroying benefits of others. If you speak and then destroy or another profits, another benefit for other, this one we should not speak. Should not or do not speak directly or causing discord or among them. Don't speak to let people are fighting between family or in group, among group of friend, whatever. Do not speak harshly using the rude words. Okay, this is kind of, I mentioned that rude words is kind of to hurt people. And it's not good to say to people to hear about that. Do not speak aimlessly, leading people astray or depriving them for other opportunity to go to do good. Okay, this is thing that the Buddhas mentioned for. And what else the Buddha said? This is the another principle the Buddha mentioned: do not speak words that are not true, okay, or not beneficial and not likely by the other. You know, something that maybe is true story, the true thing, but when you speak and they kill you, die. So that's not no need to different situation. Okay. Number two, speak only words that are true. So whatever is that word are true, then speak about that. Number three, speak only words that are true and beneficial, but not like other. Not liked by other. Only speak them if they are appropriate. Even that story, that word, that message that you're going to speak is true, but if it's not right time, right place, right person, then no need to say. Number four, they said do not speak words that are not true and not beneficial. So whatever is some message is not true, not when you say it's not thing happen, then no need to speak. Do not speak words that are true but not beneficial, and even they are liked by other, or do not speak them in the future. Even that are true messages, but when you speak and that's not benefit. Like we criticize as a monk, we criticize on the politics. So yeah, something is we know that that's not true according to the Buddhist teaching, but it doesn't help them to improve the quality of the mind. So we should not say that. And then last one, speak only words that are true benefits. This is the thing that Buddha support people to speak about a conservative number four, that you have to. Okay, and yeah, so this is a little reflection from you. Three questions: how can I speak more truthfully in daily life? Maybe as a question for you, how can I handle situation where truthfulness is challenging? And then how does speaking truthfully impact in my relationship and well-being? Okay, so I will drop this slide in group after finish here, and if anyone want to follow up or keep up, so you can copy, you can take it for more further for details. Okay. Our time's finished now, and is there any question from you? No question. Hope you understand my English and my explanation, and whatever something that is not it's not good, just ignore about that. Okay? And hope everyone doing good and have a nice day. And thank you very much for your time, your energy to spend learning about the Dharma of the Buddha, and wish you all happy life and have a nice day for today. So thank you. Bye bye. So I will return the host back to Ajahn Narong. Okay. อ๋อทำไมไม่มี ครับ อาจารย์ณรงค์ดึง อาจารย์ณรงค์ชัยดึงโฮสต์กลับได้เลยนะครับ ที่ไหน อ๋อ ครับแม่ อาจารย์